schools a day. 5 more minutes. Oh, hello. Hello, my name's Ed, and today we're going to be discussing how to use something that we hate to do something that we all love. Now, I'm in my pyjamas today to add a bit of a scene, because today we're going to be discussing alarm clocks. Now, when it comes to lucid dreaming, you might not have thought about the role that alarm clocks can play in assisting your efforts. It might even sound counterproductive. I mean, we've all heard the phrase that alarm clocks kill dreams. But rest assured, alarm clocks can be incorporated into our lucid dreaming routines in a couple of ways. First, in regards to wake back to bed. Now, as we've already discussed with wake back to bed, it's pretty much exactly as it sounds. You go to sleep and then wake up after 4 to 5 hours. Be sure at this point to stay away from electronic devices, as they could hinder you getting back to sleep. And then you go back to bed to perform your favourite wild technique. There's loads. Pick and choose. Now, the human body is not pre-programmed to wake up after 4 or 5 hours sleep. So in this case, an alarm clock is the most useful thing that you can use in this instance. A side note to the wake back to bed alarm technique, it might be beneficial to choose a softer sounding alarm when you choose to wake up in the middle of the night, or a different alarm than you usually wake up to in the morning. If, for instance, you've got a big horn blaring when you wake up in the morning, you're going to associate that with wakefulness and getting up and get ready to work. But if you're using a wake back to bed alarm on your phone, set it for something a bit softer, a bit more soothing, something that's going to wake you up but not jar you out of the sleep altogether. The second way you can use your alarms is to prompt you throughout the day to perform reality checks. While if you're working in an office, if you set your alarm to go off every 10 to 15 minutes or even every hour, it could be jarring to those who are around you. So if you set your phone to vibrate, or if you have wearable technology like a Fitbit, that could be absolutely perfect for prompting you to do a reality check every 10 to 15 minutes or longer. There are also loads of lucid dreaming apps available on iOS and Android, or even on the Windows phone, that can help you to set a random alarm to go off through the day. A random alarm might be a bit more preferential to this, because you want it to surprise you. If you set it for every hour, for instance, or every half an hour to go off, you could also precondition yourself to do a reality check every half an hour. Using alarms to remind you to do reality checks might also make it possible for alarms to go off in your dreams, prompting you to do a check in your dream and hopefully causing you to then go lucid. Conditioning yourself to do reality checks when alarms sound is something that is possible, but it is quite a controversial topic. In theory, though, it might be possible to set an alarm to go off halfway through the night when you reach your REM cycle. Again, see the previous video about sleep cycles and the REM cycle for more information on that. But this is also assuming that you can hear the alarm going off while you're asleep. If you're a light sleeper, it might not be possible. Now, the reason this is quite a controversial topic is because of the amount of variables that it can present. And these variables are difficult to assess without the proper equipment that you might use in a sleep lab, for instance. Equipment that none of us, well, some of us don't have at home. Part of what is interesting about this and what is controversial about this is the way that a brain filters out sound in your sleep. For instance, when a mother is sleeping away and they hear the boiler kick on, or a train go past, or a couple of cars go past the door, they're not going to bat an eyelid. But as soon as they hear their child screaming and crying in another room, they're awake like a shot. The same goes if you're lying in bed and you're used to standard sounds throughout the night, like trains going past the window, but then all of a sudden you hear the floorboard creak right next to your bed. course, that's going to jolt you awake because it could be a potential threat. So, again, in theory, a softer, non-threatening sound to wake you up during the night to perform your wake back to bed technique could be helpful. It could also help you to condition yourself to perform a reality check or to go lucid whenever this soft, lilting alarm sounds. For more information about this, please check the detailed description box below. We've put a few articles in there about how hearing works when you're asleep. Since conditioning yourself to go lucid whenever you hear a sound is not an exact science, we would recommend that you use your alarms to focus on the wake back to bed technique, and also to remind yourself to do reality checks throughout the day, as this gives the biggest bang for buck in enabling you to go lucid. Now, thank you very much for watching this video. I'd like to thank Spacetime Badass for writing it. He's done a brilliant job. If you like the video, please take your white pointy thing and smash the thumbs up below. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. You can keep abreast of everything that's going on with Team Lucid Dream via Facebook, Twitter, and our forum over at www.teamluciddream.com. That's all from me. My name's Ed. See you on the next one.